What's your question?
Yes, sir. So, Sirach chapter 3, verse 9.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to ask, could you go over the establishing of the children due to the father, and then the curse of the mother that rooted out the foundation? Could you explain that to me in a little bit more in detail?
Yes, sir. Read that for me. Sirach 3 and verse 8 through 9.
The book of Sirach chapter 3 and verse 8. Honor thy father and mother, both in word and deed.
It says, so honor thy father and mother, both in word and in deed. So not just in lip service. Oh, yes, I do that. Or, okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. But in what? In deed as well. In your actions. Read.
That a blessing may come upon thee from them.
That a what?
A blessing may come upon thee from them.
That a blessing may come upon thee from them. Now, what is that blessing? All right, there's many blessings. But get me Exodus 20. We'll start off with this first one. All right. Get me Exodus 20 and verse 12.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 12.
Uh-huh.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
So we just read that. It said honor them how? In what?
In word.
Go ahead.
In word and deed.
So honor them in word and in deed. So not just lip service. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. But in deed, they tell you to do something, do it. They should be teaching you the Bible. They should, like Deuteronomy 6 and 7, to teach you the instructions. A parent should teach their children the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. All right? Now, if they taught them that in word and in deed, guess what? A blessing going to come upon them. Read.
Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
There you go. That your days may be long. That's one of the blessings. This is one of the first commandments with the promise, as the Bible says. So your days be long. Why? Because you're keeping the commandments of the Lord. All right? So that's one of the blessings. And then another one, jump back over to Sirach, chapter 3, and read verse 8 and 9.
Sirach chapter 3 and verse 8.
Uh-huh.
Honor thy father and mother, both in word and deed, that a blessing may come upon thee from them.
Read.
For the blessing of the father establish the houses of children.
But it said the blessing of the father established houses of the children. You may say, what does that mean? Well, there's a such law as the birthright. All right? So, for an example, Jacob and Esau. You know about that history? So, with Abraham, even with Isaac and Ishmael, with those two brothers, Isaac received the birthright. Between Jacob and Esau, he received the birthright. Jacob did. All right? We can read about it just a little bit. Jump over to Genesis 27 and verse 1. Because we're going to talk, it said the blessing of the father, right? The blessing of the father. Let's find out. Let's read an example.
The book of Genesis chapter 27 and verse 1. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son.
So his eldest son. So generally, the blessing goes to the eldest son. But if you read over in chapter 25, Esau sold his birthright. All right. Now, his father don't know about all this good stuff. But guess what? As far as we know, he don't know about it. All right. But he's going to give his blessing to the eldest son. He's old now. All right. Read on.
And said unto him, my son. And he said unto him, behold, here I am. And he said, behold now, I am old. I know not the day of my death.
So I'm about to die. I don't know when, but it's coming. It's coming. Read.
Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison.
So Isaac is giving instructions to Esau, his oldest son. Now, he prefaced it with, hey, I'm old and I'm about to die. I don't know when, but it's coming. That's the preference. So that's what we're dealing with. Jump down to verse 5.
Verse 5. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son. And Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it.
Read.
And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son.
Now Rebekah, let's read, jump back over to Sirach 3 in verse 9.
The book of Sirach chapter 3 and verse 9.
Because now we're about to deal with the mama. Read.
For the blessing of the father established the houses of children.
So the blessing, right, of the father established the house. And what about the mama?
But the curse of the mother rooted out foundations.
But the curse of the mother will root out foundations. So now we're dealing with Rebekah comes on the scene now. And Rebekah calls for her son, Jacob. Read verse, jump back over to Genesis. Now let's read at verse 6 where she grabbed Jacob.
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 6.
Because the mama peep game. The mama know. Isaac ain't say nothing about no blessings. But the mom, he said he getting old. He don't know he about to die. He told his oldest son to go do something for mama know, right? Mama know. She know her husband. They done aged together. They got together young, and then they have become aged together. She know her husband. Read on.
And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, Behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying. I
was listening to your daddy. Your daddy talking to your older brother now. It's about to go down, right? She peeped. Oh, it's time now. Read.
Bring me venison, and make me savory meat that I may eat.
And remember, she asked the Lord why, when they was in her womb, she asked the Lord, like, Lord, this is a blessing from you. Why am I thus? Because they was fighting in the womb. And the Lord told her what was to happen, what was foretold. Like, hey, two different manner of people are in your womb, two different nations, and the elder shall serve the younger. But normally, the younger serves the elder in our traditions and customs. But the mama already know the Lord and told her something different. So she peeping game, damn, he telling his son he about to die. He old. Okay, it's time now. Hey, Jacob, come here, boy, come here. Hey, your daddy talking to your older brother now. Get ready. Read on.
Bring me venison and make me savory meat that I may eat, and bless thee before the Lord before my death.
What she say? Read that again. And
Bring
do what?
And bless thee before the Lord before my death.
Now, did we read anything about a blessing above? If you read verses 1 through 5, it doesn't say anything about a blessing. Isaac said, and it came to pass, verse 1, that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son, and said unto him, My son. And he said unto him, Behold, here am I. And he said, Behold, now I am old. I know not the day of my death. Then he told him, Go get me some meat. Get your weapons and go get me some meat. But the mama understood. He's saying, I'm old. I'm about to die. He's about to pass on the blessing. Just like, because this is his own people. Remember, Samson wanted a woman, a strange woman, like we read earlier, that was not of his people. Rebekah, she's of the people. She knows the how this works. Okay, the father gives a blessing to the oldest son. Okay, my husband is old, and he's saying he about to die. He about to give the blessing to the oldest son. But the Lord told me something different. Hey, Jacob, come here, my son. Hey, your daddy talking about giving a blessing to your older brother. All right? So remember, don't forget the thought. The curse of the mother. Don't forget that. All right? Read on. We at verse 7. Read that again, but quickly.
Verse 7. Bring me venison and make me savory meat that I may eat, and bless thee before the Lord before my death.
Bless thee before the Lord. Right? Let me establish your house. That's what we read in Sirach 3 and 8 and 9. It said that for the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of the children. So she understands Esau's about to get the blessing. But then the next part says, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundation. Meaning if mama don't support you, you getting rooted out. And guess who mama was supporting in this story? Jacob. She wasn't supporting Esau. Now it's of the Lord, because the Lord told her the elder shall serve the younger. I know y'all used to the younger serving the elder. No, that's not what's going to happen in this case. The elder shall serve the younger. So the mama, Jacob, come here. And now they did a whole, I ain't going to read all of it, but they did a whole scheme. Mama was looking out for Jacob. Come put this goat hair on. Come on, go get some of that meat. Yep. This is what you going to say to your dad. And Jacob like, Mama, I ain't trying to, lie to my dad. Hey, hold on. We can read that. We can read that. What she say? Because he told his mama, like, Mama, I don't know. Verse 12. Verse 11 and 12. Read that for me real quick.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 11.
So remember, a mother, the curse rooteth out foundations. Read.
And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man.
Esau is a hairy man.
And I am a smooth man.
We smooth, man. We smooth. Physically and, spiritually. We smooth, man. Read.
My father peradventure will fill me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver.
I'm going to seem like a liar. Like my daddy going to feel me and he going to think I'm lying to him. Read.
And I shall bring a curse upon me, and
what?
not a curse upon me.
A curse. I'm bring a curse upon me. I can't get cursed by my daddy. And not a what?
And not a blessing.
I can't have my daddy curse me. I need a blessing from him. Right? Let's see what mama say. Read.
And his mother said unto him, Upon me be thy curse.
Upon me, my son, be thy curse. Remember, it said the curse of the mother rooteth out foundation. Meaning, if mama ain't rooting for you, it's a done deal. Mama wasn't rooting for Esau. That's why he about to lose all of it. Mind you, he sold his birthright in the first place. He's about to lose the blessing now, too. Which are almost one and the same, right? Because a blessing establishes the birthright, establish the house. So if mama against you, it's going to be, you're going to get rooted out. Mama with Jacob, she said, don't worry about that, my son. Let the curse be upon me. Why? Because the angels already told her what's going to happen. Read.
And his mother said unto him, Upon me be thy curse, my son. Only obey my voice.
Only obey me. Mama rooting for him. Only obey me. You getting this blessing. I'm rooting for you. Remember, the curse of the mother rooteth out foundation. But the blessing of her support, he about to get all the blessing. He about to get it all. The birthright and the blessing. He about to get it all. Why? Because the mama's supporting him. Let's read on.
And go fetch them. And he went and fetched.
Jump down to verse 18.
Verse 18. And he came unto his father and said.
So he went to his father. Read.
My father. And he said, Here am I. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn.
I'm Esau. I'm your oldest son. Remember, he lying, right? He is lying. But guess what? He's listening to his mother. His mother, do what I told you to do. Hey, listen to me, my son. Honor your father and mother. Remember? That's what we was reading. In word and in deed. So his mama told him something. Now he's about to go honor it in deed. All right, let me put it on. Let me go say what my mama told me to say. All right, read.
I have done according as thou badest me.
Mm-hmm.
Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison.
Read.
That thy soul may bless me.
That thou what?
That thy soul may bless me.
That I may get a blessing. That thy soul may bless me. Remember, Isaac is blessed by who? Abraham. The blessing of the Lord, the only true living God, has blessed Abraham. And he passed that blessing not on to Ishmael and all his other kids that he had, unto Isaac. Now Isaac is old. Now he's about to pass that same blessing from the one true living God onto his eldest son. Remember, who was older, Isaac or Ishmael? Ishmael was older, but who got the blessing? Isaac. Why? Because he was of Sarah. He was of the Lord's chosen. The Lord said, no, I'm going to choose you. Of thy son, Sarah. Of thy. Right? Likewise, in this, Esau the oldest, but the Lord told Rebekah, no, the elder shall serve the younger. The younger going to be the one that's blessed. All right? Read on. Read verse 23.
Verse 23. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy.
So Esau is very hairy. All right, Esau is very hairy. Jump down to 26.
Verse 26. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment.
Lord, remember, he got on some goat skin. Bro, Esau was a wild man. Isaac, man, I can smell I know how my boy smell. Y'all know how Esau be smelling. Especially get some water on him, get some rain on him. Come on now. So he said, come here. Look, like, I don't know, you don't sound like my son. Then he felt the hairs. Okay, you hairy like him. Come here, come a little closer. Kiss me. All right, you smell like him too now. Oh, okay. All right, because remember, he blind now. He can't really see. So he going off his other senses. You don't sound like my son, but you feel hairy like him. Come closer, kiss me. Okay, you smell like goat. All right. Read.
And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him.
And he did what?
And blessed him.
And he blessed him. Okay, you smell like Esau. Like, okay, you getting this blessing. You my son. You don't sound like him, but he said, ain't no faking that funk. Ain't no faking the funk. You my son. All right, here you go. Read.
And said, see, the smell of my son is at the smell of a field.
There you go. See, this is it. That's my boy. This Esau right here. All right, go ahead.
Which the Lord hath blessed.
All right, there you go. Here's the blessing. Read.
Therefore God give thee of the dew of heaven.
Oh, here go that blessing. Remember, Sirach 3:8-9. It said, for the blessing, verse 9, for the blessing of the father establishes the houses of the children. Now read that again.
Therefore God give thee of the dew of heaven.
The best of heaven. Read.
And the fatness of the earth.
The best of the earth. Read.
And plenty of corn and wine.
You just going to be plenteous. You going to be rich. Read.
Let people serve thee.
Let people serve thee. Let you be a ruler. Read.
And nations bow down to thee.
Come on now. We need this. Read.
Be Lord over thy brethren.
Be Lord over who?
Be Lord over thy brethren.
Guess what? When you're the firstborn son, you get to rule over your brethren. That's generally comes with being the elder, the firstborn. Isaac knows that. That's why he's about to give the blessing to Esau, his firstborn. But guess what? The Lord had it to be where the elder shall serve the younger. So now Isaac is blessing him to rule over who? Read.
Be Lord over thy brethren.
Rule over Esau. Be Lord over Esau. Read.
And let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
Let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Mind you, he think he talking to Esau. So in his mind, he like, guess what? Jacob going to have to bow down to you. Jacob going to bow down to Esau. That's what he thinking in his mind. But the Lord had something else planned. Read.
Cursed be everyone that curseth thee.
Come on.
And blessed be he that blesseth thee.
Come on now. Hey, and none of these nations have blessed us. Guess what's coming? All right. Read on. Let's jump down. Well, actually, read verse 30. I like that too. Read that.
And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob.
As soon. Not a minute later, not 5 minutes. No, as soon as he finished. That's how you know it's of the Lord. He said, as soon as it's done. It's all of the Lord. If Esau would have came just a little bit sooner. No, the Lord had it to be as soon as it's done. Read.
And Jacob was yet scarce gone out of the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from hunting.
Now he finished. As soon as the blessing, it's too late now. We're about to read that real quick. It's too late. But the Lord had him come right on time. Yeah, it's too late. There's nothing you can do about this. Jump down to, let me see. Jump down to, because he crying now. He crying to his daddy. And 37. Esau crying now to daddy. Esau crying. Remember, the curse of the mother ruled without foundation. Mama ain't support him. She supported Jacob. Now let's see what Isaac say. Verse 37.
Verse 37. And Isaac answered him and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord.
I made him your Lord. Which read.
And all his brethren have I given him for servants.
You his servant now. That's the blessing I gave. Read.
And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son?
What you want me to do? I done gave him the blessing I received from my father of God. I gave to him. I thought it was you, but I done gave it to him. What you want me to do? AK, I can't give it. I can't take it back now. I said this before God. It's been established. That's what we was reading over in Sirach 3:8. It says, for the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children. He said, I made his brother servant to him, all his mother's sons. I blessed him with corn and wine. Like it's established. What you want me to do? It's done. Read.
And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father?
You got to sound like Esau. You got to cry out.
And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father?
Read.
Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Crying. Daddy, please, please. Yeah, come, please. His daddy like, I can't do nothing for you. Before God, I gave away the blessing. Like it's been established. Read.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold.
Then he ended up giving them blessing. But that's it, though. All right. So do you understand that, Soldier Nehemiah? All right. So the blessing of the father established them. And the curse of the mother can root them out. If mama ain't supporting you, mind you, it didn't say he said he was going to bless them. Mama understood the mission. What'd he say? Yeah, I know what he really talking about. Hey, Jacob, come here. Jacob was off minding his business doing Lord knows what. His mom went, hey, come here, boy. What's going on, Mom? Hey, your daddy, he about to give away this blessing. Come on. Your brother away? Let's do this quickly. It said as soon as the blessing went away, Esau came back. It's of the Lord. Go ahead, Os.
Hey, jump down, go back to Sirach 3. Jump down to verse 16.
Yes, sir. The book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 16.
Right? This is the thought of verse 9. So if the mother is in the same spirit as the father, right? She supports him, right? God's going to honor that, right? Watch this. Read verse 16.
He that forsaketh his father is as a blasphemer.
God says that you forsaking your father, you blaspheme this truth. That's what that's like, right? Because you get your instruction from who? Your father, your fathers, right? And when you choose not to listen to your fathers, all hell breaks loose, right? You're cast away because your instruction comes from your father, right? Now watch this. Read on.
And he that angereth his mother is cursed of God.
Is what?
Cursed of God.
That's that root, that being rooted out, that foundation being rooted out, because God's going to honor that. He sees what you're doing with the mother. The mother's in agreement with the father. God's going to honor her. God's going to honor her. And you see what happened with Esau. Curse. Everything taken away. But it wasn't supposed to go to him from the get-go. So that's just an example of that in verse 9 when it talks about rooteth out foundations. It says in verse 16, the end part says, when you anger your mother, you're cursed of God. Like Officer Adriel was going into, your mother will go to hell and back for you. So what type of being do you have to be for your mother to say, forget you?
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word